This year, for May the 4th, there has been a lot of celebrating the 25th anniversary of the Phantom Menace. I've already taken a look at the Darth Maul Legacy lightsaber, as well as a whole bunch of the Topps cards. So today, I wanted to take a look at all the Funko Pops. Here are the 8 Pops that are in the Phantom Menace 25th anniversary wave, and then there are also technically 4 more that I'll put on screen right here that are going to be Target exclusives that come out, I think like May 15th is like the street date, but you can kind of find them at Target right now. I just don't know if it'll scan or not. But I personally don't collect any of the retro style or art style Pops really. I mean, maybe for a few specific lines I would, but not for the 25th Phantom Menace. But these 8 are super awesome, and I pretty much only collect Pops for the autograph potential these days. And I actually think a lot of these are really good choices for all these characters. So I'm super stoked, and I just want to take a look at all these characters and look at some of their past Pops, and maybe you guys can decide if you guys want to pick this up, because it's a pretty cool line. I definitely recommend it for sure. I'm not going to be taking them out of the box today. I want to keep these as mint as possible for the collection. Again, maybe autograph potential for some of them. Young Annie, Jake Lloyd is probably unlikely, but a few other ones also have some pretty cool characters. So starting off with Pop 698, Young Annie, and there actually are a few Young Anakin Pops already. I believe the OG Young Anakin Skywalker is the Target exclusive, Pop 162, and then sometime after that was the Walgreens exclusive, which I do have in the collection. But to be honest, I like this one a little bit more. And hypothetically, if he ever did anything like that, and this is probably the best Young Anakin Skywalker in my opinion, just because the box is so focused to the Phantom Menace. We got the Episode 1 title on the back, which is absolutely awesome. And yeah, just the darkness of the black and red, I think these Pops are really good, to be honest. And then we also have the brand new Pop 677, the Anakin Skywalker and Naboo Starfighter, because all the Pop rides are brand new for 2024, and that's a pretty cool one as well. But yeah, I think my go-to would hypothetically be this Anakin Skywalker, but that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Next up is a big one. We got Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan Kenobi for Episode 1. I believe the youngest Ewan McGregor Pop that we have now. When it comes to Ewan McGregor Pops, we do have the Duel of the Fates, the 3 trio Amazon exclusive between Ewan, Darth Maul, and Qui-Gon for Liam Neeson. I always thought that those 3 could be awesome autographs next to each other, but again, Liam Neeson's would be like near impossible at this point. So yeah, I don't know. I haven't got those ones for the collection. So when it comes to 4-inch Pops, I think this is a pretty cool one. Of course, we have the Obi-Wan Kenobi Pops from his series, which are really good selections. I have met Ewan McGregor in the past, and I have got a few autographs from him. Other than when it came down to Pops, I did do a few posters, but Pop-wise, number 1 Pop that I would recommend to get signature to go hunt for is the Duel on Mustafar Pop. This is a fantastic dual autograph Pop, and yeah, I'll put a picture of mine signed, and it was my ultimate like goal a couple years ago when I first got into autograph collecting. And last year I was able to complete it, so it was absolutely awesome to be able to get that signed. And I think another good option, I did do another 2-pack for Ewan and Hayden. The one from the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, the Target exclusive, and I think that looks very clean as well. Let me know what you guys think of that. But I do think this 5-pack right here would be very interesting. I almost debated that. I do have it because at Star Wars Celebration London, the actress for Tala Darth was also there, and I do have that one assigned as well. So, but I had to go with the 2-pack and stuff because his tickets were very expensive, so I had to like pick and choose, but that's what I decided to go with. But when it comes to like young Obi-Wan, this is the best one we have. It is absolutely stunning Pop. I love the title right there. It looks so clean for Pops, and yeah, young Ewan. I think this is a really good pop as well, especially because you can just pick this up for retail right now. And if I highly recommend not to do the other versions of Obi-Wan. So nothing that Alec Guinness would have done. I know that 3000 exclusive Obi-Wan Glow in the Dark Star Wars Celebration one looks enticing, but I think it's a little bit better just to leave that one unsigned, because again, that is Alec Guinness's character a little bit more. But if you do have that, that's awesome. I'm jealous. I don't even have that pop. And I would also leave James Arnold Taylor's from the Clone Wars alone, the pop 270, as well as I think 599, the Entertainment Earth exclusive, with Obi-Wan in the Mandalorian armor. I think that those two look a lot better. But again, if you have those, very, very cool. But when it comes to you, and I'm just trying to suggest what I think are some of the best options. And yeah, again, if you like, big fan of Phantom Menace and young Ewan, this is the best one I think to go for, and for a brand new release, that's awesome. Yeah, again, that's just my thoughts on this pop, and yeah, let me know what you think for this one too. Next up is pop 700. Oh my gosh, I can't believe Star Wars is at 700 pops. Is the 4-inch Jar Jar Binks in Phantom Menace when he is iconically throwing those little orbs at the droids, and this is again a fantastic pop. I think they've been doing a lot of Jar Jar recently. They recently made one for I believe the Clone Wars for the GameStop exclusive, and then the Celebration for 2023 was a Jar Jar, and yeah, so now there's quite a few Jar Jar pops out there. Back in the day before 2023, I guess we had the blue Jar Jar, which I actually do have signed by Ahmed Best. And that was really cool to meet him. He was really nice. But that blue one typically goes for more than $100 pretty easily these days. So when it comes to other alternatives, I mean, the Celebration one, that one is pretty cool. But again, this one is just so specific, Phantom Menace. I think they did a good job. It's kind of meme-worthy of this pop. And again, just good choice for doing a brand new Jar Jar. Because the GameStop one was kind of dull. But the GameStop one as well, I believe you could get it signed by 2 different people, of course. Sadly, Ahmed Best didn't have the best reception, as a lot of people in the prequels didn't from his original release. And he had a hard time coming back for some of the Clone Wars, which is really unfortunate. But Phil Lamar did voice Jar Jar for a little bit in the Clone Wars. So for that GameStop exclusive, either one honestly works. Autograph what? I mean, if you were, I'm just talking hypothetically. But again, just Phantom Menace Direct, this is a really nice pop, and I would, again, for retail these days, I think this was a really good selection of using Jar Jar for this pop. And to be honest, this kind of gives Darth Jar Jar vibes, so yeah, I don't know, I feel like they might be hinting at something. When it comes to past Padme pops, I mean, we have the blue Queen Amidala, which is an iconic pop. I believe there are fakes of that though, but it is a $100 plus pop easily. And but again, that's a way different pop. And then we also have pop 237, the 2018 Emerald City Comic Con pop, and I do have that pop too, so I'd probably choose that one. That's like probably the first one that I would go to for signature, because it is just like the best pop, like come on. And then there's also the Power of the Galaxy Amazon exclusive as well, which is a pretty nice pop. But again, this is a brand new one, and just a normal like Padme moment in her normal like attire, so it is kind of a simple pop, but there's not very many Padme pops, so it's nice that they did another 4-inch one for this. We will talk about the 6-inch pop at the same time, because when it comes to like pop priority, when it like signatures, I would probably say that this would be number 1. This is a fantastic pop. Queen Amidala on the throne, and then it is labeled and looks like Phantom Menace. And the weird thing about this though is that this pop is definitely, the cardboard is a little bit like plasticky. It is like a few pops that I've seen in the past. One of the Attack on Titan ones, I'm drawing a blank on which one it was. Oh, I'm actually thinking about the Werewolf by Night 6-inch pop, and yeah, it's a lot like that material, so it's kind of unique. I would definitely recommend a protector for this one. do vaulted vinyl 6-inch protectors, or I would buy a magnetic one from $7 a pop, even though those are pricey. Again, I think these are perfect, like autograph potential for if you just want to carry a 4-inch. This is a pretty solid one. And then, but this one's a beaut. I would put this for the #1 pop. But she does a lot of characters that I would just love to meet her. She is probably one of the holy grail autographs for me, because I've not been able to meet her, and yeah, she's fantastic. Overall, I think they absolutely killed it when it came to the selection of Padme. One normal one, and then just absolute, like, they've been doing a lot of Star Wars on the thrones, though. So again, I don't know, you could interpret that how it is. I don't know if that's laziness or, like, easy to, like, change molds for that kind of stuff. But, like, I mean, you got the Bo-Katan, and there's so many different ones, but either way, this is a rightful, like, this is a really good one to make for a great character, and yeah, an instant favorite for me personally when it comes to 6-inch pops in Star Wars. Very, very good pop for sure. Next up, we have Watto for 702, and this is actually a pretty unique one. We only have one other one from the past, which is from the 2019 Star Wars Celebration. If you do want to pick that up from like a reseller, it actually is only like $30, but if you want to pick one up for retail for half the price right now, I mean, just search for this wave, and I think this is a pretty good character to make when it comes to Phantom Menace pops. I think it's another win, and honestly, yeah, autograph potential, I'd probably put it up there, because I always think when I see the Celebration one, that it reminds me of like the Clone Wars boxing. So I'm just excited to have the specifically made Episode 1. I think it just looks so good. I know I've said that so many times, but it just sets these pops apart from, I don't know. I love when they make pops for like specific stuff like that, and they title it like that. I just think it looks so good. Again, when it comes to like autograph potential, I just think it makes it even cooler, because then anyone can like pick it up and be like, oh, okay, it's from that movie, and it's a lot better than being broad with it, I feel like. But again, a lot of really cool detailing on this pop as well. He looks ugly, and I love it, except he does look very, very blue. Compared to the other one, where he looks like a little bit more like teal-y, if that makes sense. But either way, I think this is a pretty awesome pop. Like, come on, that is ugly, and at the same time, he is beautiful. What a fantastic pop. I just think this entire wave, you can't go wrong with picking up any of these, to be honest. If you want to just have it even on display, this boxes look so good compared to a lot of the other previous, like even the Clone Wars ones. They don't have like Clone Wars label on them. It's just like a white with like some weird like outline, like gray. It's just, I don't know. I love that these are just hard labeled right there on the back. Looks so good. I can't get over it. Next up is the heavy hitter. We have Pop 703, the Battle Droid, and this one, actually, I've seen quite a lot of people buying this one I mean, just like using multiple wallets on these guys. People want this pop because they want to unbox this and use this in a giant army, because this is the first battle droid that we've gotten. And also, now that we have this mold made, I do expect to see like just slight color variations when it comes to this pop. Episode 1, this is fantastic pop. I love that we finally got a battle droid after all these years, and I do think that this is a good one to buy multiples of if you would like. And just in love with it. I mean, like, I can see it. Roger. This was definitely an unexpected one, I feel like, but long overdue. So super big W for this pop for sure. That's what I'm saying. This entire wave is so good. You cannot go wrong with picking up any of these. And even this battle droid, you can pick up multiples. You can recreate a scene if you want, at least for as good as it goes for pops. I don't know. This is definitely a unique one when it comes, like, again, you don't buy multiples for a lot of pops, and this is the one that makes the perfect sense. So I could see people going really hard for it. For me, though, I'll probably just grab this one. This is dope, though. And this one is actually a very unique one as well. Darth Maul on the Bloodfin speeder. Just a very unique size. I don't even know what this one is. This just 2-pack size? The answer is no. I got the 2-pack Loki and Mobius right here. This one's like just thicker than it, and I don't know, it's a very weird size. I do not have a protector for it, but I still think it's a pretty cool pickup, especially when it comes to autograph potential. This is another win for sure. We actually, when it comes to Darth Maul pops, a lot of them are just kind of Maul, or They did make a lot of really cool molds for different legs for Rebels and Clone Wars. But at that point, that autograph would probably go to Sam Witwer. So when it comes to Ray Park's Darth Maul, because he does do it in Episode 1, but they do his motion capture for Episode 7, I do think there's a really cool 2-pack if you want to get that triple signed by both of them, because Sam Witwer does the voice and Ray Park does the motion capture, and then Ashley Eckstein for Ahsoka. That would make a perfect triple autograph. But again, I do think that this is a very good option. I mean, this is just screams Phantom Menace. So this is, honestly, I think this is the best Ray Park one to get it. I mean, it would look awesome. He could write it really, really big, and he's just a really cool guy from what I've heard. This one is just so much better and just iconic when he's writing that, in my opinion. And then maybe the hooded one for 2019 Celebration. I think that one would probably be the one I'd go to. But now that I have this in the collection, this would definitely be my Ray Park go-to item. Other than, actually, probably, to be honest, that 2-pack. But if I did a second item, this one for sure. And then if you were to do 4-inch, I would probably just do the Blue Box Classic 09. Or if you want to get really fancy with it, pop a 23 of the 480 piece. But again, I think there's fakes of that, so I personally wouldn't even go for it anymore. It's easier to put money elsewhere, to be honest. Even the back looks awesome, though. Again, the Episode 1 title at the top. Yeah, I think this has to be the best Ray Park I have. It's the best Darth Maul Phantom Menace pop that we have so far. Just very weird sizing. And again, I don't have a protector for it. Even this is kind of different. And it's similar to that material of the 6-inch for Queen Amidala. It's very, very almost like plasticky, but it feels like it could break pretty easy, or at least crease pretty easily. So, I don't know. I gotta figure out a protector for this bad boy for sure. I don't know if this number has to do with like maybe like this type of ride or something, or but these pops both have number 705. But I saw it even on the like posts of when these were being released, and yeah, I don't know. It said 705 on all of those, so I don't know if that's like a misprint or just mistake. But either way, maybe something to know. I don't know. And real quick, I just wanted to give a few last statements about this wave. The Queen Amidala was priced at $30. The Darth Maul on Bloodfin Speeder was $25. Things that I think they could have improved in this wave. Maybe adding a Qui-Gon. That would have been really nice to have. And of course, a 4-inch Darth Maul, the only one being in the retro series. I wish they kind of just didn't do that retro art series. I know they're just not that popular. When it comes to the commons, if they only had a few slots, I mean, I'm glad they went with a few unique characters. But again, that Qui-Gon or Darth Maul would have added a lot. I do like the Darth Maul and Bloodfin Speeder. But again, we haven't gotten a 4-inch, so I want to point that out for sure. They had to do an Anakin, though. The Obi-Wan is perfect. I think the Battle Droid is perfect. Again, this unique size, perfect. Queen Amidala, perfect. Padme Amidala, I think is okay. I think maybe they could have switched it with a different character. Again, I'm looking at that Qui-Gon being the first person to kind of wanting to fill that slot. Even at like a Yoda would have been pretty cool. But I am very happy that they decided to do a Watto, and you know what, another Jar Jar, that's fine with me. The overall line, I would say, is near perfect. So I'll take it at the end of the day. Some of the best I've seen from Funko, especially in the Star Wars department, in a while. So I'm super stoked on all that. They might have been thinking there are a lot of Mauls for the Clone Wars and Rebels these days, which does make it a little tougher for them to do a Phantom Menace 4-inch, I think. So I can understand that. But I am happy that there is at least one good Ray Park autograph. Star Wars for a while hasn't made an entire wave that had me wanting to pick up everything. And for this wave, I think they actually did it. This year has been absolutely fantastic for the 25th anniversary. I really hope we get some really special stuff for the 20th anniversary for Revenge of the Sith next year. Again, they just knocked it out of the park, just doing battle droids. Super, super stoked on this entire wave. So let me know what you think. And yeah, until next time, peace out, my friends. Bye.